Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you how to erase signs of aging and give that freshness to your skin. This is a kind of no makeup that everyone can do, but I would like to show you my tips and tricks that I always do on my face, and to show you what I'm exactly going to do is that how I change my face from this to this. So let's get into it. I take a look at myself in a mirror and see what really takes that feeling of freshness from my face. I'm trying to analyze my face. I already know what should I do with my face, but this is a way that may help you to find those points that you need to correct. You know what I mean by correcting. Okay, I've got a little bit of darkness around my lips and my nose, or maybe under my eyes, and my eyebrows are a little bit downwards, and I try to lift them with brow gel or something like that. My lips are dry and they need hydration, and we're going to sculpt my face to make it lifted and I'm not going to wear a lot of makeup. I'm just trying to erase signs of tiredness and age. First of all, I'm going to start with lip mask. This is from Sigma Hydro Melt Lip Mask. This is one of the best lip masks that you can apply it in the morning or at night before you're going to bed. And it really helps your lips to stay hydrated. And by doing this, you let blood to flow under your skin or your lips. I'm going to apply this Filorga Time Filler. As it says, it is suitable for all types of wrinkles and for normal to combination type of skin. And I'm trying to massage to let blood flow under my skin and even my neck. And based on my experience, try to massage your skin in this way, upwards. Then I'm going to use this reverse eyes from Filorga. This is a perfect eye base for under your eyes and under your concealer. And it works really great as a hydrating eye cream. Nighttime routine for your nighttime routine or daytime routine. Then I'm going to use the Cerborian Super BB cream, which has SPF 20, and this is anti-imperfection, as I have many imperfections on my face. This is, by the way, in the color nude, and I apply it with my finger first in one side of my face. And this is a BB cream, lightweight BB cream, which will make my skin even and cover all those hyperpigmentations. And I prefer to blend it with a brush, and this is Pinnacle Foundation brush from Anissa Beauty. None of the products that I am using in this video are sponsored. As you see, it doesn't have that heavy coverage that you may expect, but it makes my skin even and cover all those, hyperpigmentations around my lips, on my chin, around my nose. And when you compare this side of my face with this side, you see the difference clearly. I'm not trying to hide my skin. I just want to even out, and you see the difference. For beginners, I suggest that you apply your contour before your concealer, because sometimes it gets messy and makes your face kind of dirty, so you can fix it with your concealer. I always love to use cream contours because it blends very well. It becomes like your skin. So this is Tantour from Huda Beauty, shade Fair, which matches with my skin, and I apply it under my cheekbones like this with this brush, that I can control it, because if you apply it with a brush like, I don't know, like this, like with your foundation brush, with a thicker brush, it would be difficult to control it. So I applied with such brush under my cheekbones, and then I see that this part of my face, because of lack of hair in this part, I try to fix it with contour, because I'm not trying to make my, forehead shorter that much, and also give dimension to my lips if you want, if you feel that makes your lips more beautiful. And then I'm going to blend my contour with my foundation brush. Try to tap just here that you applied your contour, and blending my forehead in this way. For concealer, I'm using Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer in shade Light Neutral 22N. If you take a look at the shape of my face, you see that I have some shadows here in this part of my eyes, so a little bit of concealer here, here, and here. And I start blending it, and you see how beautiful it sits on skin. And if you look carefully, I spread the concealer slightly lower than my lower lash line, because if you spread it until your lower lash line, it makes your eyes look smaller. So it is important to keep it a little bit lower than your lower lash line. You don't see that much difference between the color of my concealer and my foundation. It needs to be slightly lighter than your foundation color. And now I have to set everything, because if you see this shadow here, when you set it with powder, it will disappear. I'm going to set with Laura Mercier setting powder and this brush, which is F03, and I take a little bit of powder. I take the excess of it on the back of my hand, and I push the brush into my skin. And now you see better the difference between this eye that I've set with powder and this one without setting powder. And the reason I love to use this powder or setting powder is because it not only mattify my under eyes, it also brighten under my eyes. When it comes to eyebrows, it is really hard to make decision, because in general people say that if your eyebrow is thinner, it makes you look older, and if it's thicker, it makes you look younger. But I think it depends on the shape of your face, it depends on your age. At some point, those wrong ideas made me to, apply some tattoos on my eyebrows that I still suffer living with them, but I have to cover them in this part and this part, but I try to make everything balanced. I'm gonna using this Infinity Brows Sketch and Sculpt from LH Cosmetics, and because it has two sides, I prefer to use the pencil, which I can feel gaps between my eyebrows very well in a natural way. As you see, I just fixed those parts that I thought maybe need to be filled with natural eyebrow hair. And you see already the difference. This pencil is also really great because it's too thin, and I use a spoolie to brush my eyebrow to spread the product and to see if I need to correct. And then I'm going to use this eyebrow gel from Refi to keep my eyebrows in place and a little bit lifted. The point is you feel comfortable and you feel confident in the way you apply your makeup. I'm going to use this palette Master Mattes by Makeup by Mario, but you can use whatever you have. And I'm using this color, and what I'm trying to do is to follow this shadow and to imitate this shadow but a little bit higher to lift my eye. I'm using this brush from Sigma Beauty, Diffused Crease E38, and creating a shadow in this part, which is my crease. I think I prefer to change my brush, and I'm blending it with this tapered blending E40, again from Sigma Beauty, which I love to use this brush for blending my eyeshadow. And I take another brush from Sigma E30 with the same color in the other corner of my eye to accentuate the shadow in here, and also a little bit of that in the outer corner of my eye. And now I'm using this color, this bright color here, with a clean blending brush and blending this part, you know, to make it lifted, more lifted. You know, no one can see what happened here. They may think that you lifted this way with something, but actually there is nothing there, and this is just playing with shadows. And I also like to use this color in the inner corner of my eye to give that illusion of being awake, and the only word that I can find in my mind is awake. Now I would like to give a little bit of luminosity and brightness to my face, so I thought a cream highlighter would emphasize this part better than a powder highlighter, because whatever that is skin-like is more natural than something like powder that you add into your skin. And I'm going to use this LH Cosmetics Shaping Light Cool Glow. This color works really good on my skin, and the way I like to use is to apply it on the back of my hand and with a sponge, you know, with a little bit of touching the product and applying in this part that, you know, already catches the light. And maybe with my finger I can use it in the middle of my eyelid, just in the middle, to bring life to it. You see this, how natural is this? And I'm going to curl my lashes. You won't believe how stubborn are my lashes. And mascara. This one from ColourPop Level Up Mascara is by far one of my favorite mascaras, because this is one of the few mascaras that keeps my lashes in place. So I'm starting from the base of my lashes and at the same time moving my hand and also lower lashes. I like to use blush because blush really makes your face more fresh and give that final step up freshness. So I would definitely like to use cream blush or even powder blush. You can choose whatever you are more comfortable with. The one that I'm in love at the moment is from Fenty Beauty, Petal Popping, if I pronounce it correctly. And you know, I put my brush into it and give the excess of the product on the back of my hand and apply it right here. It depends on the form of your face, but as I like to give that feeling, that illusion of lifting, I apply the blush right under the highlighter and slightly above the contour. And the last step, which is depends on you. If you're satisfied with the color of your lips, you can leave it like this with just the lip mask you may apply it in the beginning. But as I would like to add a pinch of pink to my lips, I would like to use this Sigma Renew Lip Oil in the shade Tranquille. This is what really makes your lips beautiful. I cannot say how much I love this and all the color of this collection. And you see, wow, I love it. And it is enriched with vitamin E, and that's why it keeps your lips fresh and hydrated. And ladies, this is it. And as you see, this is not really difficult. You can do, but this is just something that emphasizes on your own beauty. I just like to mention that you don't have to use the products that I've used. You can use whatever you have near you in your makeup kit, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If so, please give it a thumbs up. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!